questions? Great. Okay, so we can take as much or as little time as we need with this. Does anybody still have questions about the Cards to Culture assignment? We have Marie here yesterday, who I was showing her, Marie here today, and yesterday I was showing her assignment because she was very precise with the directions. So good job, Marie.
Thank you.
You're most welcome. So Carlos, Rose, does anybody have any questions about that? Because remember, it's first question, complete sentences. Second question, how you get there with the MBTA website, and then putting a screenshot at the bottom. So
I turned in mine last night. Have you seen it yet?
well, Rose, do you have any questions? Did you get stuck with anything? Do you need help? That's what I'm here for. I can answer any of those questions right now.
Oh, I just wanted to know if you see it.
I'll tell you right now. Would you like me to take a look?
No, because I heard you say my name. I thought it's because you think that I didn't do it. So I just
no. Because you weren't here yesterday. I wanted to know if you needed help with it.
No, I turned it in. I
Okay,
don't know
great.
if you're right. Yes.
I'll tell you right now. Here we go. So there it is. Of course, I haven't graded all of these, but I'm just checking. Okay, there's the Mass Cards to Culture. Carlos, got you. Let's see. Ilse, got you. Savannah here today. Savannah, okay. Okay, Narexi, do you need any help?
Always.
Okay. Let's go into yours and say,
yes.
Rose, would you like me to help you go into yours right now?
I get the place I would like to go.
Okay.
But for stay there or to go there is very complicated because I drive every time, so I don't know how to take train. Yes, or subway for move in this town. So
no
it's I try understand what I have to.
Okay, well, you can look at Rose's assignment as a great example. So yeah, and Rose, you're actually doing something that I like, which other students can benefit from as well. Does everybody see that down here she wrote a little note to me?
Sorry, repeat again, please.
No, this is for everybody. Does everybody see how Rose wrote a little note to me?
Yes, teacher.
So
yes. Okay.
She wasn't able to turn this in by the deadline, and she did the right thing. She put a little note for me in the Google Classroom section. She said, "Oh, sorry, I couldn't turn this on time." That is perfect. That's absolutely perfect. So that's great communication for Rose. So Rose, I'm giving you a big thumbs up right there, and that's a great example.
Thanks.
Now, Narexi, it's just an assignment. Even if you're going to drive, what I wanted to see is if you could maneuver the MBTA website on your own.
Yeah, I use Google Map. It's very easy. I follow and sometimes I lost, but I return my way.
Well, remember, you want to stick with the directions on the assignment. So here's the MBTA website. How do you get there from where you live? And for you, all I would want to see is, even though I know it's probably easier for you to drive, and from where you live in Hanover, it's more sensible for you to drive. I'd want to see that you knew how to use the MBTA website. So I would say, okay, she put in she put in the one location where she's leaving from and one location where she's going, just to see that she could use the website effectively. So that's all I'm really looking for. Even though in real life, of course, you're going to drive, I want to know that you can access that website effectively. Because remember,
okay.
I want to know that are you looking at that website and saying, oh, this is English, I don't understand, forget it. You know what I mean?
Okay, I
Or are
got
you
it.
able to access it and use it on your own?
Okay,
So
okay, I got it.
that's really what the assignment's about is, can the student access the website, understand the English, and then interpret it to write a short summary? Okay, I am in Hanover. I take this bus to this commuter rail station to get off at this station. And that means, okay, she could read the English on the website confidently. That's what I'm looking for.
I'm
So-
sorry, John,
got
are
it.
you able to see my picture?
I didn't see that actually. I was gonna mention that. I couldn't. Was
added.
it? Let me take another look. Hang on 1 second.
Can you scroll down
Take-
maybe?
Yeah, I'm not sharing my screen now. Oh, I see it. Yep, it just added at the very bottom. So yes. Yeah, it added at the very bottom. So you're fine. I had a feeling that was it. Oh yeah, very nice. Which play do you want to go see, Rose?
I don't know yet.
I'll share my screen again to show everyone Rose's screenshot
Okay.
here. So there it is. All right. It's moving a little slow. There it is. So Rose effectively put the screenshot on the bottom of the page. Nice. Okay. So moving back to the Google Slides, let's start sharing some stories. All right. Ilse, would you begin by sharing? So what I wanted to do here was just share your plans, where you're going and how you will get there. Ilse, would you like to begin? Just telling everybody your story,
Okay,
which is a great story.
okay.
Good. I'm going to stop sharing right now so everybody can, we can just see each other's faces.
Yesterday, I was looking the places and the website that you gave us to looking for, and I was interested in visit the New England Aquarium. I look in the website, and I got the discount for me and my children, and I pay $15 in total, $5 per person, and I will go on Friday, tomorrow. And for me, it's very easy to travel to the New England Aquarium because close to my house, I have a red line station, and I wait for 5 or 6 stops, and I will have to walk like 15 minutes to get there.
All right. Beautiful. Beautiful. All right. Where do you live? You'll see.
Dorchester.
Okay. So you're probably getting, is it Broadway, Fields Corner?
Fields Corner.
Fields, so you go Fields Corner and then go to Government Center to the Blue Line?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Great job, Ilse.
I have a question. For you get that discount, you have to get the car, the
I only have the PEBT card because in my daughter's school they gave to my daughter, and I have only this card, PEBT card, and I got the discount.
a teacher.
And
How
I know that.
the
I'm
people can get the car, the EBT?
I would say we went over this in the last couple of lessons. There's many options. But I would say watch the recordings of the last couple of lessons because we went over that several times. And everybody can get a library card, no matter who you are. So the different cards that offer you different discounts, actually the best thing to do, Erica, is go back to the instructions and then go look at which places are participating with the Cards to Culture program, and then you choose which one you want to go to, and then you figure out which discounts you apply for. So some people who have kids might have the WIC or the PEBT. You may or may not have a DTA card. Everybody has a library card. So yeah, we can. So and Erica, you have after you hear all of your classmates, you're gonna have some great ideas of places to go, and somebody might actually invite you to go with them. Like yesterday, we were planning. We're figuratively planning for Glaucian and Nurexi to go together to the Museum of Fine Arts. So you can maybe if you don't have the WIC card or an EBT card, your friend in class who does can get you an extra ticket.
Oh, sounds good.
Many things you can do, but you just want to go back to the instructions and follow it. Yes, Marie.
Okay.
Teacher, I would like to thank you for encourage us to have a library card, to make a library card, because I went to the library card nearby to my house.
Mhm.
I got mine. It was so easy to get one, and I borrow a good book, and I have a lot of advantage to get a library card, because I could have discount to go to different places with a library card. I follow your advice, and that's very, very good for me.
That is great to hear. And you're in Randolph, right?
Yes, I went to
Fantastic.
Turner
Excellent.
Library.
Since you're not that far from me, you're also in the South Shore. You can take that your Randolph library card, and you can visit the Braintree Library, the Big Tufts Library in Weymouth, and the Thomas Crane Library in Quincy, all about 20 minutes from where you live. Then they all have great events going on. So yeah, that's really, it's free, and it gives you access to a lot of great stuff. So great job, Marie.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Who else wants to share where they're going and what service they're going to use and how they're going to get there? Nurexi, did you want to share?
Yes, I almost ready. I tried to insert the address and the web, but
It's okay.
I can do.
Well, don't worry about the worksheet. Just talk to us about what your plans are.
Okay. I share right now to comment with everybody. It's okay?
Please.
Okay, ready? Yeah.
Ready.
Okay. I can okay. I am working with my phone and my computer. So if you can open or share the my work, George, if it's
sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll pull it up right now. Sure. You got it.
Perfect. Thank you.
Yeah, just keep talking, and I'll find it for everybody. Sure, no problem. All right, so tell us where you want to go. Okay. Oh, there it is. You did it, Nurexi. Good job. Okay. Okay, so here is Nurexi's assignment. All right. Okay.
Okay, I read. I have a plan the next August 28th to go to Plymouth Public Library for the one musical show. The name of the show is called Two Words, One Land by Plymouth Philharmonic Orchestra. The bed is free. I live at 61 Center Street, Hanover, Massachusetts, and I need to go to 132 South Street, Plymouth, Massachusetts, zip code 02360.
Very nice.
Okay,
Thank
I
you,
hope-
Norexi.
you're welcome.
You did it.
Okay.
It was when we started class, it was incomplete, and now you did it. I would say instead of saying the best is free, and so you could say the best part of this is that it's a free concert. So if anybody wants to join Norexi for the free concert in August, just let her know.
Will be also.
Yeah. All right. So Rose is finished. She knows where she. We have Carlos, Jefferson, Andre. Anybody else want to share? You don't have to share if you don't want to share. Does anyone want to share where they're going and how they're going to get there?
Yes.
All right. Take it away, Rose.
I want to use the discounted service offered by American Repertory Theater. It's yeah, I was looking at their website. I see they have an upcoming event about a show about police brutality. I'd like to see that. And I live in River, so I have the blue line.
Yep.
Near me. So I will take the blue line from where I live in Riviera, and I will get off the train at Government Center. And from there, from Government Center, I will take the green line west to Cleveland Circle, and I will get off the green line at Park Street. And I will have to take the red line now to north to Allwife, and I will get off the red line at Harvard. And from Harvard, I will walk from 6 minutes to get to 64 Boileau Street, Cambridge, where the American Repertory Theater is.
Excellent. Excellent. Yeah, that's a beautiful building too. And you can hang out in Harvard Square, get an ice cream, enjoy the park. And yeah, it's a nice, that's good. That'll be a nice trip. I love how you identified exactly which train you transferred to three trains. You said, I'm gonna take the blue line to the green line to the red line. Everything, got everything in there but the orange line.
Yeah.
All right, good job, Rose.
Yeah,
All
so
right.
easy.
Nice.
Yeah.
Good work. Anybody else want to share? I know Jefferson's probably working right now, so I don't want to get him in trouble at work. Carlos, would you like to share?
Yes, teacher.
Good. And Cleo Main is driving. I don't want Cleo Main to hit a car, and we want Cleo Main to be safe. So Carlos, tell us where you're going to go.
Hey, teacher, I would like to go to the aquarium, and I would like to go to the Museum of Fine Arts too.
2 trips. Okay, just tell us about one. How you going to get there? What's service you're going to use?
Okay, to go to the aquarium, I have to take the red line at Quincy Center to South Station, and here I have to walk 5 minutes.
Yep.
You know?
That's a smart way to do it. Instead of transferring to the blue line, you can just walk. You can actually, you want to know a trick? If you have more time and it's not too hot outside, you can walk, get out at Park Street and walk about 20 minutes through all of like the downtown crossings area. But yeah, going there is a little bit closer. So yeah, good call, Carlos. Nice. You might see Ilse there with her kids. You say hello.
Carlos, invite us.
Yes, you want to go with me? Yes, you are invited.
Beautiful, beautiful. All right. Okay, so Erica, let's see. Erica, you're still working on yours, right?
Yes.
Okay, no problem, no rush. Cleo Main is driving. Jefferson is working. right now at the office, so he's just gonna listen. We're gonna go to our next item of business today. We're gonna go back to what we learned yesterday about the differences between a hybrid class and a fully remote class. So for students who were here yesterday, or if you were able to watch the recording, this is a picture of a hybrid classroom. And right now we've got a remote classroom. So I want to review with everybody, what are some of these differences between a hybrid class and a fully remote class?
I think that hybrid, some people is in the classroom and some people is online.
Perfect, Erica. Yes, absolutely. So given that we've got people in many different places, what are some of the differences about how the class is operating? We went over some of this yesterday, but for folks who weren't here yesterday, this is going to be very important. And you can also review the video that I made that I sent everybody on WhatsApp. Marie, go for it.
Yeah. Can you
I can hear you. Yeah.
Yes. Can you ask the question?
Oh,
again, please?
what are some of the differences in a hybrid class? Because you have some people attending online like this, and then there's some people in a classroom, and then you have a teacher in that classroom teaching the class. And you can see some obvious differences right here. What are some of those differences in the picture?
Okay. Basically, in a hybrid class is a mixture between remote class and in-person class. So the difference between them, like you can have for basically for the remote class, you can have people all over the world follow the same class in the same time, but all over the world.
Well, that's we could do that right now. What are some of the differences if some of us classmates were in the same room together?
Okay.
The interaction is different because we can see the faces, we can ask the questions easy. I think it's in person. We have more concentration in the class because we have a lot of distraction in our houses.
Absolutely.
Well, I think everybody should revisit the video I made yesterday. How many of you saw? I'm gonna resend everybody the video that I made yesterday, because yesterday the video I sent you identified the differences between remote, hybrid, and in-person. Is a hybrid class an in-person class? I'm going to resend it to everybody right now. There it is. Take a look at, let's say, okay, here's one. So I just resent the video for everybody to understand right here. One of the biggest differences right here is the structure, the order. Right now, we can all talk to each other very casually, but everybody, let's say, I'm going to show you one of the biggest differences. Narexi, please turn your microphone on. Rose, please turn your microphone on. Carlos, please turn your microphone on. Erica, please turn your microphone on. Okay, talk to each other at the same time. Go for it.
Hola, ¿cómo están?
How are you?
That's
How
funny.
are you doing?
Blah, blah, blah.
It's like a class.
Difficult.
Perfect, beautiful. Now I'm gonna mute everybody again. Good, good, good. Because you see how I muted everybody? That's the hybrid class. If Narexi is sitting here and Maria is sitting here, and we have Andre on the internet and somewhere from work or home, and we have Carlos from work or home. We have Erica sitting right here, and we have let's say Cleomaine sitting right here. What happens if these three people turn on their microphones at the same time? Oh, Marie, unmute yourself.
You can to understand because all the people
Exactly.
is talking same time.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So that's the biggest difference. So, and that's why I made that video, because a hybrid class is more structured. There's actually less conversation between each other, because if you have 5 people in one room on different devices and everybody turns their microphone on, you know what happens when you have 2 microphones together?
Yeah.
And then all the people at home are going, ah. So that's usually the first thing that happens when people learn how to study in a hybrid lesson. There's not a lot of free conversation during the hybrid lesson. So what I always tell people to do is, if you want to, the hybrid lesson is actually a little more, when I say structured, it's you have the teacher at the front giving the instructions, and then you have one person very carefully, okay, your turn. I turn my microphone off. You turn your microphone on. It's a little bit slower because because one person has to speak at the same time if they're in the same room together. The people at home can talk over each other all they want. Hey, how you doing? What's going on? Because the microphones are not next to each other. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Totally.
Yeah.
I
So
agree.
if you're, that's the difference between the in-person and the hybrid. So what I always tell people is, if you're coming to a hybrid lesson and you just want to talk to your friends and hang out, come early. Say if we start class at 10, come about 9:30, 9 o'clock before we turn on the Zoom. And then you can just hang out and talk to your friends and all this and all that and then it's very relaxed. But when we start the Zoom, it's really kind of stiff and structured. Everybody's very closely watching the teacher, not a lot of open conversation. And breakout rooms are limited.
Yes.
So it's different from remote, and it's different from in-person. It's not the same as the traditional in-person class. It's not the same as the remote class. That's what we went over yesterday. There's still all kinds of fun possibilities that we can do. Like in a minute, we're going to start making our video game together. That's the fun stuff. You can do a lot of things like that together, collective projects. But to be honest, there's a lot more reading and writing and less speaking in a hybrid class. So you'll be typing, messaging each other a lot more. And then every so often, the teacher will walk over and say, okay, what are you doing here? How can I help? Okay, what are you doing here? How can I help? So you get, there's the advantage. You get that personalized attention from the teacher, but it's not like a free-flowing conversation where everybody can say what they want when they want, because it's more structured and microphones just will become a mess. So that's something to think about. And in a way, it becomes like a traditional classroom where, let's say the teacher, let's say we get more sophisticated. It looks like this, where you'll have a camera in the middle of the classroom, the teacher teaching from the front of the room, and the students taking notes, and the students at home taking notes. But it's mostly commanded by the teacher. So that's the traditional classroom, which is not usually the best way to just practice your English. Does everybody understand?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it doesn't mean that remote classes aren't fun, but I know most of you just want to practice your English, right?
Yeah.
So that's something to keep in mind between if you're actually going to be doing a lot more speaking in a remote class like this, like when we go into the breakout rooms. But the hour before the hybrid lesson starts, that's when you can get a lot of speaking in. If you can come early and you can say, hey, oh, I've never met you in person. Nice to meet you. Hey, oh, I recognize you from the Zoom call. Yeah. And that's where you have that, that fun stuff, that community building. So any questions about hybrid versus remote?
No,
All
it's
right,
clear.
great. So the assignment for tomorrow, what I wanted everybody to do is just give a little short piece of writing. And Ashley's going to pick up with this. It is, whoops. Well, anyway, it's on Google Classroom. Ashley will help you out with it tomorrow. It's just write a short paragraph, describe some of the differences between a hybrid class and a remote class, and then identify whether or not you'd be attending online or in person if a remote class is offered. That's it. So next is an activator question here. Everybody enjoy the freedom of being remote. You can talk to each other now. Turn your microphones on. Describe what you want. Tell us about your dream job. What is your dream job? Everybody, microphones on. Talk over each other. We're not in the same room. We have freedom. Talk. Go crazy. I'm going to mute myself. Talk to each other.
Together?
No.
You start,
No.
Norexi. I'm exaggerating. But what's your dream job? What's your dream job? Like Andre, you're at work right now. I know you like your job, but is it your dream job?
Who first? One second.
Okay, so that means Andre's boss is about 2 feet away. Of course, yes. All right, Marie, you're working as a medical assistant, right?
Yes, I got a goal. I would like to have my own office, my own clinic.
All right. Your
Yes,
own
one day.
office. All right, good.
On clinic, yes. To be nurse practitioner maybe one day to see kids or adults, whatever, to be family practice maybe to see patients.
Very good, very good. I like it. Now, Norexi, you also want to be an entrepreneur, right? Open a yoga studio?
Yes, my dream job is have a yoga study when I can do offer a yoga class a plan where the people can have a strategy, many recurses to grow in the personal life.
Very good, very good. Andre, tell us about your dream job.
So, I want one job. I love my job. I study for that, but I don't want one job with all the tasks depend of me.
Gotcha. Less stress.
It's less stress. It's more better when you can, all the people can to do your job, know how do the job. I want to work all my life. And when I complete, I don't know, maybe 15 no, 50, 70, 60, 70. I want to work in Spanish is a mi ritmo when I want to work. When I want to work. So I want to work all my life.
Plane pilot.
But when I complete maybe 50 years, I want to work when I want to do.
Perfect. Perfect.
I like to teach. I like to teach. In one.
Me too.
I like to. I like to share my knowledge with other persons. My mom was teacher. I was teacher in one school. In the future, I want to share my knowledge with other person. It's one activity I like to share my knowledge.
Fantastic. You can share your knowledge with us anytime. Absolutely. Yeah. Especially with tech support for every student who's got issues with their devices. Talk to Andre.
I try to know.
Very good. Would anyone else like to share their dream job?
Dream job.
Me,
So
teacher.
Okay, go for it. This is Erica?
Yep.
All right, tell us, Erica.
My dream job is write for live, be a writer. And work in a library. And maybe fly in Ireland in this country.
Did you ever see the movie Before Night Falls?
Before what?
Before Night Falls. It's
No.
It's a movie about the Cuban writer Reinaldo Reyes. He was a writer in Cuba. His dream was to be a writer, and this was right before the Cuban Revolution happened. He wrote a novel. He submitted it to a competition. He got the second place, and as a reward, he got a job at the National Library in Cuba. and they said, we won't pay you very much, but you could read all the books you want. And, he said, oh, and it was the Spanish actor Javier Bardem. When he was younger, it was like the year 2000, 1999, something. He goes, oh, I would like that very much. You know, like Javier Bardem. It's the movie's in English, but it's like set in Cuba, so it goes Spanish to English.
Teacher,
you would like that movie.
Write in the chat, please, the name.
Sure. I'll find that for you on the break. You got it. It's a fantastic movie. But then, of course, he's becoming a writer. And then the Cuban Revolution happens. So he's what he can do as a writer is very restricted. It's a great movie. Anyway, let's move on to making a video game. I'm going to give everyone, we're going to read this article right now. And this is the video game template that we're going to use. Here's the article we're going to read. I'm going to make this big. When we come to a vocabulary word, I'm going to write the word down in the margin. That's the side of the screen. And then we will create our video game together. So here we are. The article is Stop Fantasizing About the Perfect Job. Fantasizing means dreaming. Can I have a volunteer reader for the first paragraph?
Me, teacher.
Go for it, Carlos.
Okay. Some careers seem to maintain a powerful
allure.
many people fantasizing about leaving their jobs for careers that seems to offer deep meaning, like teaching or non-profit work, or apparent autonomy like entrepreneurship. Others are attracted by high status, high pay occupations such as law and consulting. Still others want to work in broadcasting or publishing, for example, which maintain a glamorous allure, allure, the
Allure.
allure,
Glamorous.
allure. The irony is that there are probably just as many people itching to get out of these rules as fighting to get in any industry. Not just this. It's fairly easy to find people who dislike the work they do.
Very good. Now, did everybody see what I did on the side of the screen? I wrote down 3 vocabulary words. Allure. And now I'll give you the definition. Allure means attraction. So if you want something, you desire something, that means that thing has some allure. Ooh. Why did you come to America? Use the word allure. There was an allure of some kind. This is that place I want to be. What's the allure? Fantasizing, dreaming. Entrepreneurship, that's what Norexi and Marie want, to be their own boss, to create their own business of some sort. Entrepreneurship, allure. Now, here's a great word. It's a phrase, it's not a word. It's a blind spot. Here we go. Blind spot. I'll explain what this is. This is a phrase. Blind spot. So why do smart people have such blind spots? They mentioned irony. Irony means it's surprising. While some people want these particular jobs, other people are trying to leave these particular jobs. So one person's fantasy isn't one man's fantasy is another man's nightmare. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So let's take a look at, we'll read the second paragraph here. Do I have a volunteer to read the second paragraph?
Mm,
You look
Yeah.
like you are, I heard a few yeses. Who would like to read? Was that Ilse or Rose or Norexi?
yes.
Okay, Rose, go for it.
Why do smart people have such out blind spots? Holding out for a job you love offers to solve all problems at once stroke both problems, earning enough, making choices. Perhaps most of all, it offers us 2 big ticket items, meaning and entertainment. Ideal jobs appeal to fulfill deep-seated needs, both for variety and task enjoyment, as well as fulfilling a sense of purpose. When you ask people to describe their ideal role, their chosen mix is distinctive but not unique. Many people want a boss who guides rather than pushes, who doesn't micromanage. Many want an organizational culture that does what it says on the tin. When people talk about idealized work, they often also express longing for a job that feels worthwhile. I want to make a difference, or I want to give something back.
Very good, very good, very good. All right, so I wrote down in this paragraph 4 vocabulary words. So big ticket, as it's used in the sentence, this phrase, big ticket, perhaps most of all, it offers us 2 big ticket items, meaning and entertainment. big ticket is a phrase. It's colloquial English. Americans say this a lot. Not from Americans and Canadians will say this a lot. Outside of North America, it's not very common. Big ticket, it means really desired. The big ticket item is what people really want, what people are really after. Like my son signed up for summer camp at the Y. The most popular, they had skills camps. There was soccer and flag football and swimming. And the activity that filled up the fastest was flag football. So you could say flag football was the big ticket item at summer camp, whatever it is people really want. Idealized. What does it mean if something is idealized?
Is think that something is better than this that is in for real.
Right. How many of you idealized life in America before you came? I'm guessing probably everybody.
Many things.
In
that
America, all the
sorry.
in America, all the people are rich. In
Yeah,
America,
yeah.
the money are in the street. In America, the money are in the trees, on the trees.
Exactly. So yes, that's ideal. Many people have an idealized fantasy about life in America. Absolutely. And there's a lure. All right, good job. Mike, let's see, how much time do we have? Okay, it's 11 o'clock. What we're gonna do right now is I'm going to take a little screenshot of all these words. I'm gonna underline every one of them. I'm gonna send it to you, just so you know. Idealized, micromanage, fulfilling, allure. So
What
I am
about
taking,
stock boss? I'm sorry.
what was that?
Stock boss in the first sentence.
Some careers maintain a powerful lure. Many
No,
people
the first
fantasize
sentence and the second paragraph.
holding out for blind spots. I put blind
No.
spots. Which one? What's the word?
Holding out for a job you love offers to solve all problems at once.
At one stroke. I mean, instantly. Like a stroke is like it's a figurative word for a paintbrush. Like a one stroke, a stroke. Like snap your fingers and yep. All right. So I just took the screenshot. I am going to send those words to everyone in WhatsApp so you can get familiar with them. And when we come back, we're going to make a video game with these vocabulary words. Here we go. All right, there we go. Those are our vocabulary words to make a video game after the break. I'll stop recording and I'll see you in 10 minutes. Okay, so now Andre is going to volunteer to share his screen while playing the game. I am going to make Andre co-host. And remember, we made the game together, so you all have the right answers. So help him out
Teacher,
if he needs it.
Can you send me the link for
Sure.
the chat, internal chat?
You got it. I'll send it to everybody. It's in the Zoom chat here. Go for it.
Yes. Okay. Guys, can you see my screen?
Not yet. You go to the bottom where it's a green arrow and press share.
Okay, share my screen.
we go.
Oh, okay. So can you see that?
Yes.
Okay. So start. Okay. Many people. Ouch.
No.
Oh,
Wow.
come on, help him out.
Fantasy.
Lazy.
Okay,
Good.
okay, okay. Next question is I should oh. Ouch.
No. What's the answer to the second question? Anybody else want
Okay,
to?
sorry,
Anybody
guys.
else want to try and
Hey,
share their
help me,
screen?
help me.
Yes, teacher.
Everybody, help him out. Wait, Carlos,
will-
you want to try?
Yeah, I wanna try.
Okay, okay. Let's help him out. Many people what?
A moment, I stop
Okay.
this.
All right.
Stop.
Okay, okay.
Okay,
Carlos, I'm gonna
next.
make you co-host and all right, you're co-host now, Carlos. All right, now you can share your screen same way Andre did.
Okay. That del inicio en WhatsApp.
That's correct.
Okay.